I don't usually like to state the obvious, but Zoro has been the MVP of this battle. What's up, YouTubers of the world? MegaGeekMixer here to give you guys my review on One Piece manga chapter 1003. After doing my live reaction, needed some time to process all this, reread it again, just so I can see all the craziness I saw here and stuff. First off, CP9, and then Zoro showing off how badass he is with not just Odin's sword, but with his skills. And to think, dragon versus dragon, Zoro versus Kaido. Quite ironic when you think about it. Well, maybe not. Maybe Oda did this from the very beginning. Because if you guys have already seen the SBSs, SBA, I can't remember. I hope I said that right. I am so sorry if I butchered. Somehow I feel like I butchered it. And if I did, I apologize. But basically, it's the questions that you get each time a new volume comes out. And Oda has stated that if Zoro were to have a devil fruit, it would be Kaido's devil fruit. Or more accurate, his sword would be the dragon. But no matter which way you look at it, the mere fact that we get that in that questions in the volume section right there. And then this new chapter right here comes in that we get Zoro facing off Kaido, and he uses a dragon technique against Kaido, the dragon. That's just insane, guys. Completely insane there. But let me just go real quick and talk about the beginning and then the fact on how Luffy, with his barrage of knuckle sandwiches, punching Kaido like no other and just giving him punch after punch after punch. Take this, take that, take that. Woo! I loved it, but of course, all good things come to an end because we gotta remember with Luffy, he may have awesome powers and stuff, but whenever he gets these new forms and stuff, there's always drawbacks to him, and he still's got to train on working with them because, yeah, after giving him all them punches to the face, and he is now out of time with Gear 4th and is now vulnerable for 10 minutes until he can use his hockey again. And yes, I will not lie that I kind of forgot about it. Not completely, mind you. More like it was in the back of my mind that, and it was staying there until it would ever show up again. Because if we're all remembering, he hasn't used Gear 4 to the extent that he's used it in this battle since it was debuted against Flamingo. So it makes sense that maybe some of us kind of like put that aside and kind of forgot about it, or it slipped our minds and was in the back of it. But nevertheless, it was still great to see it, to remind us that Luffy may be strong. He still has some training to do with some of his moves and everything. But still, nonetheless, I love that beginning chapter. But then it all came to a head. First off, let me just say, Eustace Kid and, well, mostly Law got a show in when he actually gave Big Mom a counter shock. And I do mean the counter shock technique. He hasn't used that in a while. It doesn't look like it did much to Mama, but it did stun her a bit. Like, she did feel the attack. So that can at least show you that Law's just growing as strong, just as Luffy, if not in his own slightly lesser way, mind you. But nevertheless, don't get me wrong, guys. I know Law is strong, and no doubt his double fruits could probably give Luffy a run for his money. Not just because of him being able to cut him, because Luffy's made of rubber, and we don't know really if that would go in line since cutting can. I mean, what am I saying? Of course, cutting can work against him. I was thinking in a different direction there. Not bad, guys, but nevertheless, it would still give Luffy a run for his money, no doubt, because more than just cutting it, all the teleporting and all the other stuff he can do in his op room, you guys cannot take your eyes off Law for a minute. Unfortunately, Kid and Killer didn't really get the time to shine. But now, having talked about those guys, let's move back into Kaido and Zoro and their battle. Where first off, Kaido, he decided to go Pokemon style as he used the Pokemon move Dragon Twister. Woo! Yes, boy, did I love seeing that move, the Dragon Twister. Except his is way more powerful than probably any Pokemon's out there because his was 3 of them, and those felt like actual tornadoes. And I'm not gonna lie, the image of that, seeing that in the manga, makes me be like, I cannot wait to see this in the anime. I can't wait to see how they'll animate it. No doubt it'll be ballistic, it'll be epic, and I will be glad to see it when it happens. Still, though, I will agree with Zoro. It felt like a natural disaster when I was looking at that. A dragon right there in the center of two giant tornadoes that are no doubt very destructive. It almost felt like a dragon in the city preparing to destroy the entire town. Right? Basically, it went Godzilla style, if you want to put it that way, or Ghidorah, whichever way you want to look at it. It still went in a kaiju sense sort of way. And then, of course, that's when Zoro decided to counter his little dragon twister technique with an own dragon technique of his. One he hasn't used since Fishman Island, and that was the dragon twister technique. But since he's using it with Odin's sword this time, but no, wait, I was kind of going to say that Odin's sword made it more powerful, and maybe it did, but in the end, this is still Zoro. This is still his technique. And it's, as he said, he gained better control of Enma, then he can no doubt become stronger too. His techniques and him as a swordsman would grow stronger too, meaning his techniques would grow even stronger than what they already were. Because let's not forget, when he first used this in Fishman Island, it was advanced so far that the attack will still going even after he's performed it. It'll still chase his enemies. But it didn't do that. All it was Zoro using that technique. And yes, he actually penetrated Kaido's skin, which none of us were surprised about. Because let's not forget, last chapter, Kaido dodged it because he could already tell that technique would have hurt him, would have penetrated his skin. Now, bear in mind, we still haven't seen him give Kaido a big scar yet. I think that's what most of us are waiting for when it comes to Zoro. But nevertheless, it was still awesome to see and show that Zoro is just one of those people to give Kaido a run for his money. And it was definitely shown to us things are getting real serious. Because first off, the mere fact that move worked on Kaido and him seeing that he has Odin's sword now, he was just done playing around and decided to change his Dragon Twister into a gale of destruction, just sending sickles of wind slicers everywhere out there. Oh, so beautiful. But then at the end of the chapter is where things really got hyped as we finally see the hybrid form of Kaido. Well, sort of. It's covered in smoke because they're keeping the suspense for us for next week, which glad it's not on break next week because I really want to see this hybrid form, and I really mean quickly, very quickly. So the mere fact that we're finally getting this makes me very, very happy. Just wonder how these guys are gonna do going facing his hybrid form. Because I've come to learn with these zone type users, they're more dangerous when they're in their hybrid form. Not their just human form and animal form are dangerous, but it's when it's mixed up a hybrid that's their true fighting nature style. But we'll see what's going forward going from there. But we got to go into CP0, who pretty much are just discussing what this will do to us going in if once Wano is over with, once this battle is over with. They're basically saying what the outcome will be. Like if the Yonkos both fall, which I don't believe will happen. If anything, I'm guessing maybe Kaido will fall, but Big Mom will escape because I feel her story arc is moving into Elbaf, which is their next stop after Wano. That's my guess, and many other people's guesses out there. And just so you know, yeah, I know that's my general thoughts, just like many others, but I'm just letting it be known out there. But either way you look at it, whether no matter if it's both or one, it's still going to shift the world. Because yes, I truly believe the Straw Hats are going to win this. Now, is that still saying they won't come out with casualties? No, I feel there's going to be some casualties in this. But I did love how CP9 mentioned how the odds of the enemy taking on the Beast Pirates is very slim because their numbers are pale in comparison to the numbers of the Beast Pirates. Well, all I gotta say to that is that's just the normal shenanigans of the Straw Hat Pirates. They've always faced numbers greater than them, and no matter what, they always came out on top, minus with no casualties, at least not too big of casualties. But this one's different. It's not just the Straw Hats and the Heart Pirates and the Kid Pirates, which, by the way, good they gave us a little panel shot of the Heart Pirates. I hope we can see a little of their fighting style just to see what they can do. But they also mentioned how they got to take out the executives, meaning the Toby Ropo and the three calamities. Well, two of them, the Jack is already out of the game, at least for now. I feel he might get back up. But in either way you look at it, they are right that the executives have got to be taken out first if there's any chance of them having a chance to beat Kaido. But I guess that's where you could say that's why the shot was shown of almost all the Straw Hat Pirates, minus Robin, Chopper, and Brooke. But that's because they're doing something where they don't have to be fighting those guys right now. But I'm sure they'll get in the battle here soon. But still, it was great to see a shot of them, even though we don't know the full situation of what they're doing right now. It was good to see them, along with Yamato as well. Now, is this still like a hint to say Yamato will join the Straw Hats? I don't know. But all I know is that Yamato is going to play a role in helping the Straw Hats beat maybe some of these executives. How? I don't know. All I just know is CP9, when this battle is over, I know you'll report it to the world government. But the question is, will you report it out to the public? Now, let's say if Kaido is defeated, I have no doubt they have to do that. They have to show that there's new pirates out there who beat Kaido and that they're the new threat. They're the pirates you need to watch out for now. So, yeah, I can see that happening. All I just know is seeing CP0 here and giving them their observations of things, they're mostly just watching out of amusement. I don't see them joining in the fight, mind you, because they were just like saying, beat each other down, pirates. It'll save us money. Well, all I gotta say to that is, let's see if your wish comes true, guys. But either way, guys, I love the chapter. Sure, not as the pure action that we have been, but that's good because we need to at least get a little information on what's going on downstairs here. So I'm glad we got that, but I am extra glad to see that we are now getting the hybrid form, and let's see what they do with Luffy out of commission and how far Kid, Killer, and Law and Zoro can go and hold these guys off until Luffy can get his hockey back. That'll be the excitement of them all. But I'm going to go ahead, guys, leave it all right there. And hey, if you're enjoying my videos, all you got to do is click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos. And until then, Mega Geek Mixer signing out. Bye.